deadline, and it's also the first time that I am personally being held responsible for that deadline. So December 5th, 2012, I'm going on vacation on December 4th, so if it doesn't happen, so I want to tell you a little bit about WordPress 3.5, what we plan to do, and then I would love to open it up to questions about pretty much anything. So the first big thing that's happening in 3.5 is we're introducing a new default theme, 2012. So this goes, of course, with, we had 2011 and 2010, so named that way we no longer go 5 years without releasing a new theme, or else we embarrass ourselves. Because it will be December by the time 3.5 comes out, we're actually going to release 2012 to the directory, and you can use it on your existing WordPress install this month. So it's a really cool theme. Here's actually a screenshot of one configuration of the theme. It's a really, really nice theme. It supports post formats, it supports headers, really nice static front page layout. You can do some really cool stuff with this theme. You can't do everything with it, and that's fine. It's designed to be educational, it's designed to be a template, it's designed to show people how to build a theme or use a theme. Of course, there are many more out there. And with 2013, we'll do something else different. The other big thing is media. Cheer? Yeah. So media, it's actually interesting. Since I started contributing to WordPress about 3 years ago, the next release was going to be the media release. So that was 2.8 to 2.9. 2.9 was going to be the media release. We actually did add some stuff in 2.9. Image editing was added in 2.9. And then 3.0 was going to be the media release, and then it ended up being pretty much everything else but media. And then 3.1, 3.2, and so forth. So finally, for 3.5, Daryl Cooper-Smith, who's one of the other core developers, and I decided, you know what, just rip off the Band-Aid and do it. So we have quite a bit to do, but we started off by spending a few weeks actually talking about all of the different ways people use WordPress with regards to media. Because right now, I mean, really, your content, of course, is king. That's number one. But media shouldn't really be this, this second-class citizen in WordPress. Your attachments, your PDFs, your images, these should all be, just as important as the words that you're writing. And so we actually came up with a number of mock-ups and designs for all of pretty much every possible workflow you can imagine. So managing galleries, managing groups of images, dealing with inserting into posts, cropping different images, cropping multiple images at a time. You should have seen us in San Francisco. We covered a whiteboard probably the size of like this wall here 3 times over with different ideas. And if you go to make.wordpress.org/UI, you can actually find 81 slides that look similar to this and actually walk through what the new workflow should be. So before we even wrote a single line of code, maybe a few lines of code, we actually had all these wireframes ready to go. So the nice thing about this is that we can start to think about new interactions. So if you're using galleries a lot in your posts, they're kind of annoying to work with. We can make this a lot more visual. Make this much more visual. You can make it so you can drag and drop and go to your galleries. You can make it so you can use any images you want in your galleries. So I think the big takeaway, hopefully, is that if we can get all of it done, this should be a pretty cool release for WordPress. I know I saw like 3 or 4 people cross their fingers just now. I'm doing the same. So, and as a bonus, one other thing too is that if you didn't watch it, WordPress co-founder Matt Mullenweg gave a talk at WordCamp San Francisco in August. He calls it the State of the Word. It's on wordcamp.tv. It's about 40 minutes long or so, plus questions. Really good talk if you want to learn a little bit more about where WordPress has come from, where it's going. There's a lot of statistics in the talk as well if you're interested in breakdowns. We're continually seeing year over year that there are just more and more people using WordPress as a content management system. It's so much less of a blogging platform. And really the next step now is that they're using it as a framework for building applications. So we're seeing some really interesting transitions, and we're trying to keep up as well on the core side.